Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jellybean. He's my special guest star. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I have played Bookopoly a couple of times, but the first time, the movie my husband was watching in the next room was super loud and it was just not good, and I didn't want to get copyrighted for a movie. Not sure if you can. I'm pretty sure. I mean, why couldn't you? I'm pretty sure. So I replayed, and then today I was editing it to post, and a lot of my footage was gone. So we're gonna do it one last time, and if it doesn't work this time, I'm just gonna post my TBR without Bookopoly. So, the first couple of things before we start, I am trying to participate in the hashtag Make Your Myth Taker readathon put on by A Frolic Through Fiction. If I end up participating in this, there will be a separate TBR video, and I will link the announcement video of this particular readathon in that TBR video. So we don't have to worry about it too much here, but I might pick specific books for that. And then I don't have any arcs for the month of June, but for the month of July, this comes out, it just says on sale July. It's called The Safe Place by Anna Downs, and I want to thank the publisher for this. They sent it to me unsolicited, which is really cool. It's a thriller type book. It says no phones, no outsiders, no escape. It's about this girl who's down on her luck. She's broke. She lost her job and her boyfriend, everything, and she gets a job as basically like a house sitter for this rich couple who go on to vacation, and they basically take her with them, and they go, she's in charge of keeping the house clean and taking care of the kid and things, and then weird things start happening that she can't explain, that she doesn't remember doing. So that sounds great. Alright, now let's, the last thing that I did not say yet. 5 books is not enough. Although, so being halfway through the year, I'm thinking let's start with 8 books instead of 5. So we're upping it a little bit. Alright, so rule number 1 is 3. And we're starting on Mount Wario because that's where we ended last month. 1, 2, 3. Green Arrows is a generated pick. I gotta figure out what kind though. Okay, so the Green Arrows are usually blind picks, so I would just look behind me and grab a book. But my husband's still asleep, so I don't really want to film in there right now. You know, I'm trying to be respectful and nice, let him sleep. So I brought my color jar out. So I'm just going to randomly pick a color and then go match it to a book. And then I'll show you what book I end up picking. Let's see how we're going to do this. Okay. Well, I'm going to look away. Then this. Okay, so it's a blue cover. Alright guys, so for our first roll, we got the color blue. And I did go and find a perfect book on my bookshelf. And then as soon as I got as soon as I got back to my chair, I realized that the book I need to read, either this month or next month, is blue. I mean, look, that matches so perfect. So I'm gonna pick The Safe Place by Anna Downs. Alright, turn number 2, which is 7. Mario Kart Stadium. Alright, guys, so we landed on Mario Kart Stadium, which is a 5-star predictions book. However, I have already read or DNF'd every single 5-star prediction. I guess that's only 5 books. 2 of them were DNFs, 2 of them were actually 5 stars, and 1 of them was a forgettable read, 2 stars? I don't remember. So, I still need to do another 5-star predictions video. Since I don't have one up yet, I'm just gonna pick one that I think will be 5 stars, and then I'll do another 5-star predictions video sometime soon. I've just been busy and honestly I forgot. But for my 5-star prediction, I'm picking And Then There Were Four by Nancy Werlin. So this is about a group of teenagers who meet at school for something. Not sure what. I think it's like a project or something. And say hi, Jelly Bean. Hi. But look. Okay. And the building collapses and somehow they miraculously survive. But then things kind of like Final Destination start happening where they should die. And then it turns out that their parents are trying to kill them. Alright, book number 3 is doubles. So that means I have to pick 9 books. Sweet, Sweet Canyon. I believe that's an ebook, but I'm gonna double check. Okay, so Sweet, Sweet Canyon is an ebook. However, I've read all my ebooks. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it to audiobook. And I'm gonna listen to No Exit by Taylor Adams. I just got it on Scribd. It's like another thriller. Alright, book number 4. Angry Smash. So the Angry Smash is a classic because I don't read enough of them. Alright, so for our 4th book, I landed on The Angry Smash, which is a classic. So I'm picking one of my newly purchased books, and that is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. And this is kind of like the first ever, okay, it's described as a utopian. So to me, it's kind of like the first ever dystopian type of book. It's kind of what started it all, and I'd love to read it. So I only say that because utopia doesn't really exist. So utopia is just another form of a dystopian future, in my opinion. And that's all that I need to know about this one. Alright, book number 5 of 9. 5 of 10. Because I got doubles again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that is the Red Arrows. Alright, yes, so the Red Arrows are a random letter. Which, these are all the different letters. And I have to match the author's last name to this letter or the beginning of the title. Hey, Jelly Bean. So I'm just mixing them up and jelly bean. Say hi. No. We are going with W. Okay. Alright, so for book number 5, I landed on the red arrows, which is a random letter, and I got W. So for that, I'm picking Mind Games by Kristen White. And I honestly don't know a whole lot about this other than it's about sisters who get into an elite boarding school and then weird stuff starts happening. Yeah, sorry, that's a lousy summary or synopsis. Annie and Faye are as close as two sisters can be. Most important, they keep each other's secrets, even the dangerous ones. Annie is blind, but can see visions of the future. Faye was born with flawless intuition. Her first impulse is always exactly right. When the sisters are offered a place at an elite boarding school, Faye realizes that something is wrong, but she doesn't grasp just how wrong it is. Ooh. All right, turn number 6. 7. Cloud Top Cruise. All right, so we landed on Cloud Top Cruise, which is a big book. So this book is 642 pages, and anything over 500 pages is considered a big book to me. I think that's the general consensus. Ooh, I don't know how to say that word. That's okay. It is The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. So I don't really know much about this one either, other than it's Karen Slaughter. She's very hyped on BookTube right now. It says 2 girls are forced into the woods at gunpoint. One runs for her life and one is left behind. Yeah, I'm all for that. It seems like I really like thrillers this month. Alright, let's go on to the next turn. Alright, roll number 7. That's an 11. Okay, so that is the dice cubie, which is out of my comfort zone. Alright, so we landed on the cube, which is out of my comfort zone read. For this one, the book sounds really cool. It's a dystopian, which is not out of my comfort zone. But, here, let me just show you. It's Ready Player One by Ernest, Cline. And I'm saying it's out of my comfort zone because of all the 80s references that are supposed to be in here. I don't know if I'm going to understand them all. And for that reason, it's a little bit intimidating to me, a little bit like out of my general, happy spot with books. But I am really excited to read this. It's about like a dystopian type future where most of life takes place in a virtual reality headset, which is scary accurate because that might be how we start living life here soon. So yeah, that's scary. But the creator of the Oasis, which is like the main place, the game or whatever, I'm not entirely sure. He passes away and he doesn't have anyone to inherit his fortunes or the business or anything. So he has the keys hidden in the game or in Oasis that the player one has to find. And then if you get to the end of the scavenger hunt inside Oasis, then you win the business and all of his fortune and everything. So it seems really interesting, but I heard that there's a ton of 80s quotes, 80s. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. 80s pop culture references. So I don't know how I feel about that part, but it does sound like a really interesting book to me, and I've only heard good things. So this is next. He tried to get up on here, and he knocked everything down. So he got as close as he could. Oh, why on? Wyatt, you're so pretty. And then over here is Bella Boo. Boo Boo. Hey, Bella. That's my baby girl. I have one more, but I think he's laying down with my hubby. Alright, we're on roll number 8. Or book number 8. Which is 9. Twisted Mansion. Alright, so we landed on Twisted Mansion, which is a female author. Which, you know, of course I get female author because I'm trying to read more male authors. But that's okay. I picked Dead Until Dark by Charlene Harris. This is True Blood. Or this was the original True Blood, and then they made it into a TV show and called it True Blood. And for some reason, I just really want to read about vampires right now. No idea why, that's very unusual for me, but I want, like, the Vampire Diaries in my life right now. And I know this won't be the same. I've never watched True Blood. I was more into the Vampire Diaries. But I found this, and you know what? I'm going to read it this month. Alright, roll number 9 is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sunshine Airport. Okay, so I was very surprised when I looked at Bookopoly Spaces and saw that Sunshine Airport was not a book outside the US, which is a missed opportunity of mine. I should have, I'm trying to diversify my reading as much as possible, so I should have made it takes place outside the United States, there's travel involved, something cool like that, but no. I picked a book that's been, as the prompt, it's some kind of adaptation, so I'm staying on brand but for this month. Not every month, but I'm staying on brand. Boom. And I got another dystopian. And that is The Road by Cormac McCarthy. And there's a movie version. I think it's a Netflix movie, but I don't know. I've never seen it. But it's like a dystopian, post-apocalyptical world. And it follows a father-son duo in this dystopian world, or this post-apocalyptical world. And I've never seen something like that done before. So it sounds really interesting to me. I think we're on our last turn. So let's finish this game. Alright, last turn. Which is 11. Angry Smash again, so it's another classic. Alright, so for our last space, I landed on the Angry Smash, which is another classic, because I don't read enough of those, or at least before this year I didn't. So I'm going to read Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Everyone knows Frankenstein. I just have never actually read it. So let's see how we're going to do this. But these are only books for the month of June. Thank you for watching my game of Bookopoly. Someone wants to say hi before we go. Alright. This jelly bean, he's already been in a couple times, but he was trying to get up here. So I thought he would help me with the outro. So, thank you. Thank you for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up. And subscribe to me if you want to see more Jelly Bean in your life. I have enough of him in my life, but I see him all the time. He still loves me though. Or if you want to see Bella Boo, who was in here earlier, and Wyatt, or Y-Man, as I call him, because he's our little troublemaker. Hey Bella! Hey Bella! Oh, Bella! Oh, she's ignoring us. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. See, bye, Jelly Bean. Hey, guys, so I completely forgot, but from the footage of last game, we landed on Hubby Space 3 times, and although something happened to the footage and I can't find it anymore, I still wanted to pick those books because my hubby picked them for me. So the last space was a classic, but Patrick already picked that one for me. So I'm going to be reading Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, The Key to Midnight by Dean Koontz, and How to Love by Katie Contobno. Just because I never land on Hubby Space, and I landed on it 3 times. Those were the 3 books he picked. So I think I'm just going to take an extra roll and move from the classic space that we're on and add 1 more book just to make it fair, because Frankenstein was the classic I would have picked anyway, but we're counting it for hubby pick. I should have said this at the beginning, but I don't know. I didn't think about it. So, 1 last bonus turn, just because those 3 are what hubby man picked for me. I wish I still had the footage so I could show you, but I honestly don't know what happened to it. Alright, I really hope that made sense the way I explained it. I wanted to keep hubby pick all 3 turns that it came on last game, but I lost the footage for. And then since I landed on classic and I picked Frankenstein, hubby man already picked Frankenstein for me, so I have to take an additional turn to replace that. That sounds like it makes sense to me, I think. And that is an 8. Alright, so that is The Cube, which is another out of comfort zone read. Okay, so for our last roll, we ended on The Cube, which is out of comfort zone read. So I picked another classic, which is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho? I don't know. You tell me how to pronounce that in the comments below. I don't know anything about it other than it's a classic that takes place in Spain, I think. But Yeah, I definitely don't read a lot of classics. This year, I've read a lot for me. Um, but they're always, like average. They're like 2 to 4 stars for me. So that's why I tend not to read them. But this month, we're reading 3 classics, 3 dystopians, and thrillers. I think there's a couple of romance, or at least one. I think my hubby picked the only romance I'm reading this month, because that one's kind of out of my comfort zone too. Although, I have read half of this, and I really like it so far. I just started getting into like a reading slump. And then Dean Koontz is one of my favorites, so okay. Seriously, thanks for watching.